Hey everybody, today I'm going to do something a little bit different on the channel. I'm going to do a reaction video. Now we got some body cam footage from another site on YouTube, and I haven't watched it before. So you're getting my honest impressions and reactions in real time. We're going to go through what the police did right and what the police did wrong, what the suspect did right and what the suspect did wrong. You're going to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of fun along the way. Now, this particular body cam footage comes from a YouTube channel called Law and Crime Network. The title of the body cam is Bodycam, Exotic Dancer Tries to Seduce Cop, Throws Drunk Tantrum, and Pees Herself in Squad Car. This one should be fun. If you want to check out the original video, you should visit their channel. There's a link in the description below. So let's get to it.
I don't know. You want to take me? You let me bleed out! You want to taste me?
No.
Do it.
She is urinating everywhere. Liberty Ford, they're stopping. Roll down the windows! Stop!
All right, so far we don't really know what's happening, why the police are pulling her over. Obviously, we don't have that part of the body cam video, but
Who else is in the
hopefully
car?
we'll get to a reason real soon.
Who else is in the car? Stop! Don't get out! I'm asking you questions, you answer.
Okay, and I will answer. Why'd you get on me like that?
26 headquarters, it's a female.
And I want to pause the video right there because the officer's approaching the vehicle in a very, what we call authoritative manner, right? He's ordering her to stop, answer his questions. Arguably, he may have transformed this into an arrest, but part of the problem is we don't actually know what happened yet. He's obviously really pissed off about something. And just from the first impressions of seeing her, she does seem like she's probably a little bit drunk.
All right, step out.
A white
Step out.
female.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Why did you take off like that?
I'm sorry.
At this point, he's obviously putting the cuffs on her. I don't know what she did. It hasn't been shown yet. So just not really sure why she's being arrested other than she probably is drunk. Clearly, she took off from him when he tried to stop her initially. So he's going right to an arrest, which is consistent with what he was saying before, ordering her to stay in the car, step out. So, he would have to have some information to rise to the level that she actually was involved in some type of criminal activity, drunk driving or something else. In Massachusetts, at least, taking off from the police, failure to stop for a police officer is a criminal offense, which she could get arrested for. So let's see.
Were you drinking or something?
No.
Where are you coming from?
Brunswick.
Come on.
And I want to pause the video right here because a minute ago, the officer is asking her questions. He's clearly put her under arrest. He's asking her questions like, have you been drinking? Where you're coming from? And in these circumstances, where you're being placed under arrest and being asked questions, they are required to read you your Miranda rights. So you have the right to remain silent, have the right to a lawyer, those rights. As everyone's heard on TV before, you really should be reading her those rights in these circumstances prior to asking her questions. And depending on what she says, it may not be admissible because he failed to do that. All right, let's keep watching.
Nope. Do you have anything in your pockets?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. You want to take me? Search me real quick. It may feel intimate.
All right, stop.
All right, here, she's
Sitting
clearly
there.
not taking this seriously.
No,
She
you
sounds
don't
like
wanna
she's
stop.
probably pretty drunk. She doesn't look
Are you
like
on
she's any
something right
stranger in
now?
the backseat of
No.
the police car.
I just came for
And
dinner with
this
my
seems
trick.
like a pretty.
How much you have to drink there?
Pretty drunk.
2 doubles.
2 doubles of what?
Patron.
Okay.
There you go. There's the admission to drinking alcohol. That is a problem for her. As now she sounds drunk. She was probably driving improperly for him to pull her over in the first place, and now she's making admissions. Now the fact that the officer earlier didn't give him Miranda, that might be able to get a good lawyer to keep those statements out later. But I guess we'll have to see how else she does.
So you are drunk.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Where's the owner of that vehicle?
I don't know.
Who's Donta Smith?
I just bought it.
Now the officer continued to ask her questions about who owns the car. So more so than just her being drunk, the car could be stolen. Again, still doesn't give him Miranda. So these statements she's making may not be admissible against her later should she admit that she actually did steal the vehicle or something like that. One thing's for certain is she definitely seems like she's probably intoxicated at this point.
All right. Another officer's on the way. He's going to be dealing with the crash. I got this OVI, so. You all right, though? No injury? Are you injured?
No.
Do you need EM?
Now he's asking her if she's injured. This would have been a question she probably should have asked when he first got out of the car. But now he's checking. He's coming back. Oh, by the way, are you injured?
No.
Okay.
I need to talk to you.
What?
Don't hit me with a what?
What do you need?
Don't try me because I used to be a paramedic.
Okay.
All right, this girl is not doing herself any favors at all. She keeps talking and talking and talking. None of what she's saying is making a lot of sense. She's definitely slurring her words. I would definitely think she's under the influence at this point. Clearly the officer does. This is going to be a problem for her. And in general, we always tell people, listen, it's probably best to say as little as possible when you're being placed under arrest. Immediately ask for that lawyer, and don't offer up anything. And so at this point in time, all she's doing is hurting herself. She's making it impossible for her to be able to for a lawyer to defend her later because she just keeps talking. Let's get back to it.
Don't hit me with what you need.
Okay, what do you?
Because I know that you want to listen to more than what I got.
What is
You
your
want a
name?
drug bust.
What's that?
You want a drug bust. Don't you?
Do you have drugs in the car?
I don't.
I can't understand a word she's saying. Clearly, she is very intoxicated at this point in time. And she is absolutely not helping herself. She thinks the officer thinks she has drugs in the car, and now she's making him think that. So now he's going to want to search the car and look for more than just the fact that she might be drunk. And in fact, there may be drugs in the car. Who knows? We're just going to find out.
Okay, all right.
You want to check it?
We are going to check it.
My trick?
That vehicle is going to get towed.
Okay. So you going to give me the clothes out of it?
All right, yeah, we'll get what you need out of it. What is your name? Stay in the car.
Grace.
Stay in the car.
Okay, I understand.
Get in the car. Get your leg in the car.
Listen, handsome man.
Get your leg in the car.
You feel some type of way because my leg ain't in the car?
Get your foot in the car. Just stop. What is your...
Here she's just being a pain in the ass. She's not helping herself. I would say she's definitely going down for drunk driving. If not more, if this continues, it could get even worse.
Grace.
Grace what?
GRACESPOONAM.
NAM?
NAM.
All right.
As a monkey.
Okay.
ORE.
ORE?
Yeah.
Do you know your social?
No.
All right. I'm going to get your driver's license out of your purse, okay?
You can do that.
All right. Put your foot in the car.
Do I have to?
Yes. Put your foot in the car.
Why you gotta be so demanding? Why?
What's up? She just rear-ended that car at 30371. This was the flock camera hit. I thought he was taking off.
So here at least now we're understanding why she's being stopped in the first place. It sounds like a hit and run accident. She didn't stick around. She's a flock camera hit. So what a flock camera is essentially these are cameras set up at different areas of the city that the police have access to, and they can actually see what's happening. And they can get information from there. Many times they use flock cameras to get things like license plates, or they can actually see accidents in real time. This is a system that's been set up all over the city, and just by putting in a description of a car, they can actually find where it's been all over the city. I've had cases like this where literally they plug in the car's description of the flock camera and it pulls it up at several different locations in the city where it had been seen earlier in the time. This started out as this guy just responding to an auto accident, probably hit and run, and now he's coming across this girl, and she is just blotto out of her mind drunk, and clearly a problem for the officer, dealing with this right now. So let's just see what else happens, what else she does.
Car.
Do we know who she is yet?
No. Grace Spoonerman. I'm going to get her license. So.
This guy.
Yeah. She doesn't know her social or anything.
You're saying that's what you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you I'm not.
How much
Like,
do
I'm
you
telling you that I am, but I'm not.
None of that even makes sense.
Clear, confirming she.
I am, but I'm not. I'm drunk, but I'm not. I mean, this girl is out of her mind right now. I don't even know what to do with this. If this were my case, I would be begging for the best plea I could get right away, because she's done no favors for herself in any way, shape, or form. She's admitted to having alcohol. She sounds like she's drunk. She's acting just like she's out of her mind. She's slurring her speech. They haven't really said it here yet, but I'm assuming she smells like it as well. This girl's not doing herself any favors, particularly by keeping talking. The only hope I would say at this point is the fact that the officer immediately arrested her, didn't read her Miranda rights, at least not that we saw on camera. And for that reason, we may be able to keep out a large portion of what's being seen here, at least some of the statements coming out of her mouth, if this was a case here in Massachusetts anyway.
Under 21.
3 doubles.
3 doubles?
Yeah.
Where at?
Here she goes, talking again. She's had 3 doubles. She talks about having 3 doubles of alcohol. She just can't help herself. I think it was maybe 2 doubles before. Now it's up to 3. This is not a great case for her.
6.
You had 6 drinks?
6 drinks of Patron.
So I guess she's talking about the 3 doubles, and that's 6 drinks.
Clear.
With a lime too?
A lot.
The lime is priceless.
You know that's
Where
what
were you
gotta
drinking?
have.
Okay.
Where are you drinking?
I was drinking at my friend's house.
At dinner? Where does your friend live?
I really don't know, because I'm not from Ohio.
The code too, and then I'll
Yeah, you want to
I
handle the
just
code
got
too?
in
I'll do the
Ohio
OVI.
2 days
just
ago.
ACDA.
Yeah. Are you
ECDA.
I'm just going to do HGN.
All right, so HGN is one of the standard field sobriety tests that police do to try and decide if someone's under the influence of alcohol. Interestingly enough, here in Massachusetts, the HGN is not admissible. So it's a test they still do. It's one of the 3 standard field sobriety tests, but it's not even admissible here in Massachusetts. So let's just see what happens here.
Have you had an OVI before? What's
No.
up? What's that?
If we get her out of cuffs, she's just gonna fight with us.
Yeah, I'm not
She said
cuffing
she has
her.
6 doubles. She's
Yeah.
very small. It's not like she's gonna.
So here's the thing. The officers are concerned for their own safety here. That's why they don't want to let her out of the cuffs to do any of the tests. There are other field sobriety tests that they would require her to be uncuffed. But because she's being such a pain in the ass, they're afraid she's going to do something stupid. Either fight with them or bolt or do something dumb. They let her out of the cuffs. So they're afraid to let her out of the cuffs for their own safety as well as for potentially for her safety if she were to like run into traffic and do something stupid.
Oh.
Hey, babe. Hey.
Do you want to? Yeah, go ahead, do that.
Let me get this info first, and we'll deal with this.
Okay. What's that?
You not tow the new clothes I just got?
We'll get you what you need out of
I
it. In a minute here.
pay for them.
I'm going to stop it here for a second because this woman just can't do herself any favors. She just cannot shut up. She keeps talking, not helping herself. Every word is slurred. Most of it doesn't make sense. She's just really messed up at this point, and she's not helping herself at all. So, I would say she needs to shut up at this point because she's really not helping herself at all by continuing to speak to the officers like this. She needs to be quiet. She has every right to remain silent. She should be exercising that right now.
So I'm gonna run you through some testing, all right?
You can definitely run me through some testing.
Okay.
That's obviously me.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else in the vehicle that we should know about?
I need my black and milds.
Okay.
Okay. My new clothes that is in Dick's Finish Line. And some Tupperware.
Okay.
There's some black Tupperware in there. They got my steak in it.
Okay.
With asparagus.
All right, so here's the thing. He says he's going to run her through some testing. That's going to be probably field sobriety testing. And she's agreeing to do this, which is something that we always say, never agree to do these things. It can't help you. It can only hurt you, quite frankly, as far as I'm concerned. And as far as most criminal defense lawyers are concerned, they tell you never do the field sobriety test. Now, in some states, perhaps this one, if you don't do the field sobriety test, bad things can happen to you. Maybe it's a loss of license. Some states, it's an extra charge. Here in Massachusetts, you don't have to consent to field sobriety test, and it can't be held against you later in court. And also, it won't cause your license to be suspended. So always, always, always refuse field sobriety test. She's doing everything wrong right now.
And mashed potatoes.
Okay.
I need that. What do you think
This
I
girl
am?
sounds so drunk right now.
broke
I
ass
don't
hoe?
even know what to do with this.
I think you're drinking and driving right now.
Definitely. Because who can stand a regular without drinking?
Grace has issues. I will say that right off the bat. Not only is she admitted to having 6 drinks, getting behind the wheel of a car, she's slurring her speech, she's doing everything wrong here. On top of that, the officer just says, I think you're drunk driving. And she says, of course I am. Grace is not doing herself any favors whatsoever. Just have to say that.
You can't sell dick without selling it before it comes.
What do you mean?
You understand that?
No.
Sell dick without
No?
selling it.
No.
You gotta make it hard before it comes.
Okay.
Remember
Once
that.
Did you just move here from Georgia?
Yes.
Okay. How long?
Remember, the title of this video is, stripper, ex-dancer, exotic dancer, tries to seduce cop. So that's just strippers trying to seduce the cop. She's talking about all kinds of stuff that she has to do in her day job or her night job, whatever the hell you want to call it, to make her money. Everything's coming out slurred, and quite frankly, it's a little embarrassing for her. So.
Up in Cleveland.
Like maybe a year.
Why'd you move up here?
Because I didn't know it was a snowy. And it's cold.
What's a good phone number for you?
706.
Now here they're blocking out her personal information. They don't want anyone calling her later. So.
I don't like talking to you between these bars. Can I talk to you in person?
You are talking to me in person.
No, I'm not. I'm talking to you between bars right now. You understand
Okay.
that?
What's your current address right now? Where are you staying?
Don't worry about all that.
What's your current? Well, I need your current address.
No, I'm not giving it to you.
You need to give me your current address right now.
And what do you want to do if I don't?
I'm going
put
to
me
charge
in
you with
jail?
obstructing.
Constructing what?
Obstructing official
Constructing, love it.
business. What is
okay,
your
that's cool.
address?
I don't care.
What is your current address?
I don't care. I'm not giving you my current address, so I was spending me.
All right, as I've already said multiple times, she's not doing herself any favors. She is really drunk, obviously drunk. Now he's going to hit her with obstructing for not telling him her current address. The mood swings went from seductive, trying to seduce the officer, to pissed off and yelling. That's absolutely going to end up in the police report. That she's had these wild mood swings. making these crazy statements. This is not going well for
Don't worry about
Grace.
that.
So here's the thing, Grace.
I don't care.
You will though, because if we can't figure out who you are, where you stay at, you sit in jail until they fingerprint you and find
Alright,
out.
good. Do it.
I don't want to do that.
Do it.
What's your current address? Are you staying here the whole time? Yeah.
I was right behind it when it happened too.
I'm so glad you did. And I saw she was barreling.
Yeah.
And I scooted over to the left.
Yeah.
And I was like,
So believe it or not,
All right, here they are talking.
we have like
other
license plate
driver
readers
involved
in the
with
city.
that.
Yeah. There's a felony warrant attached to this car, so I was
So
out
you were kinda
looking for
already-
it. Fortunately, she doesn't have it. It's somebody else. So, but that's what I thought they were taking off for me because of that.
sure.
But she's just drunk and stupid.
All right, take
Hey, guess what?
Huh.
Your bouncer that works in my club, because I
All right, now we learn a little bit more. All right, so it wasn't just the auto accident that the police were responding to. They were responding to that, sounds like. But also when they ran the plate of the car that was involved, there was a felony warrant that came back for the owner of the vehicle, which isn't her. But when there's a warrant out for someone's arrest when they run the plate, they are allowed to stop the car in those circumstances because they can arrest that person. Now, if they know it's not the person, so for instance, if it's like, a 6'4", 300-pound man, and as they're pulling the car over, they see that's a little woman, they know that's not the same person. So they lose that right to stop for the warrant, at least here in Massachusetts. If it's obviously not the registered owner of the vehicle who's got that warrant out for their arrest. But in this case, it seems like it all happened pretty fast. He saw the car, and that's why he reacted the way he did at the beginning of the video when he's yelling at her to stay in the car and, quite frankly, getting really upset with her, for quote-unquote taking off on him. He thought she was taken off because of the warrant.
stripper,
At Christie's?
right? No,
Where?
hustlers.
Where's that?
What do you mean?
Where is it? Like, where's
What
the
do you
business?
mean? Where is it? You know.
I
Don't
don't.
play dumb with me. I ain't that dumb.
Okay.
Don't play me like that.
Okay.
It's downtown.
Okay. That's fine.
So at least 7 different officers want to report me as up because I want to sleep with them because I work there.
Okay.
She is so drunk right now, slurring every single word. And now she's trying to say that the officers want to arrest her because she won't sleep with them.
Did she just spit on you? All right, she's going down. We're not going to test her. Yeah.
Let me go.
Nope. All right.
Now these cops aren't even going to bother trying to do the test. She is so drunk. What's the point at this point? She's spitting on them. She's just out of her mind. I'd say based upon her admissions to drinking, her getting in the accident, just every word that's come out of her mouth, they don't even need the field sobriety test at this point.
She's going down for that.
Yeah.
We're not going to give her a chance to test.
No, of course. And
So,
she clearly isn't going to.
hold on, Grace. We'll be
No,
with
I'm
you in a
not
minute.
with you, bro. I'm not because you don't believe me.
Grace is out of her mind, and Grace is going down for that, as they say.
All right. What do you,
No,
what
I
do you
don't
want?
believe you.
What do you
I
want?
don't believe you.
For what?
More
I
mood
don't believe
swings.
you at all.
For what?
Here comes the cry. Here
Because I've
comes the
been
tears,
abducted
which
and
is
cut
always
up
a big problem.
and left on the streets for these bitches. I don't
Okay.
believe you because you wasn't there to help me when I was needed.
Okay, but I'm
No,
telling you.
I don't care. I don't care.
She's just
You
out of
wasn't
her
needed when
mind
I
at this
needed
point.
you when I was bleeding out. Where was you?
Was that in Georgia?
No, it was in Cleveland.
Well, we're not in Cleveland right
I
now.
don't give a fuck. It's in Cleveland.
We're in
You
Brunswick.
let me bleed out. You let me live. Live. Barely. Barely. I had 4.5-ounce bruises to clear me. You let me bleed, bitch. You let me bleed. 4.5 ounces
Okay.
of blood.
Okay.
You let me bleed out
Okay.
on the side.
I have no idea what she's talking about right now. She is just out of her mind. Talking about bleeding out. The police let her bleed on the sidewalk. She's saying, you let me bleed out on the sidewalk. I'm not so sure this woman even knows where she's at right now. This is bad.
Streets.
Okay.
I don't trust you. You want to send FBI attachments to deal with me? You can't.
This just brings me to another point that I tell everybody. Basically, when it comes to talking, less is more. You don't want to be saying anything to these officers if you can help it. It's absolutely the worst thing you can do in a drunk driving case. They are writing down pretty much everything you're saying, certainly how you're saying it. If you're slurring every word and your words aren't making sense and you're having mood swings, this is all going in that report, and it's all going to be used against you in this drunk driving arrest. Quite frankly, she is not doing herself any favors. My advice in these situations is the same to everybody, which is you just be quiet. Less is more. Just, assert your rights. Say, I want to talk to a lawyer. Have a nice day, but do not do what she's doing. This is just, this is not helpful.
I don't trust you. You let me bleed.
Okay.
She's back to the bleeding again.
I want your blood pumping out my area because of you.
Okay.
No, it
This
doesn't.
guy's never met her
No,
before,
hold on.
and she's
Hold on.
going on.
Don't
like
get out of
this.
the car.
I'm not getting out of the car.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
You don't know what the fuck you're dealing with.
Okay.
You don't.
Okay.
No, not okay.
Now she's just being
Fuck,
just belligerent.
okay. You don't. You don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know how many girls have been captured to take to Atlanta. Atlanta, Ohio is the way to go.
All right, now I'm starting to put together that maybe she's saying she's part of some like sex trafficking, human trafficking thing. It sounds like she's saying that's happening through Atlanta a lot. I don't know. This is just, it's interesting.
Atlanta, Georgia?
Yes, you're gonna get through, and I promise that. I promise that. I don't care about you letting me go. I really don't give a fuck.
All right, we're gonna read her the.
I want you to capture the girls that are in danger. Stop.
Now Grace is telling them how to capture the endangered girls.
Are you gonna understand that?
I don't understand.
Are you gonna capture the Americans that are in danger? No.
Just
I don't even know what to make of this.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. Can I step up?
We're gonna go back to the station
No,
so
hold
you
on.
can.
Can I step up and talk to him?
No, you gotta stay in the car right
No,
now.
Now she
woman to
wants to-
woman.
Before she won't get out of the
I
car.
can't step
Now
up
she
and
wants to
step
step
back
up and
in?
get out of the car.
No.
No,
You're in the
because
car
you
right
don't
now.
trust me.
I don't get this at all.
Grace, stay in.
No,
Stay in.
you don't trust me.
Stay in the car. Come on.
You don't trust
Of course he doesn't trust you. You've been a nutcase since like minute one.
me.
Stay in the car.
You don't trust me.
Go ahead, pull her.
You don't trust me. You don't trust me. You don't trust me.
I don't trust you.
Now they're belting her in for her own safety.
Yeah,
They're
I
going to put her back
did,
on that
because
side of the
you're
car
not
because that's just the way the seatbelts work over there. And they definitely don't want her sitting behind the officer in this case, just in case she gets her feet up and she's able to kick at him or something like that. They want her as far away as possible while still have her in the backseat of that car. She's just out of her mind. This is just getting worse.
This is why our country don't get no justice, bruh. You just killed the women that were.
Jury Tuesday, so he'll probably end up going.
We'll just commit her on the OBI, the M1. The obstruction is.
Oh my God, can you hear her in there? She's just losing her mind in the back of that car. You can hear it through the car in this guy's body cam, Mike. It's crazy.
Short form, right?
My recommendation is do the OVI up and do on traffic with your other ACD site.
Yeah.
And then do the obstructing on the long form.
He's still going.
Everything in the muni.
Everything in the muni.
All right.
Yep. And then he'll handle everything tomorrow.
Monday.
With the felony.
Monday court date or Wednesday? 5 days.
She's still yelling.
Okay.
Oh my God, this is terrible.
So you like your job?
Yeah, it's not bad. You like your
Yeah,
job?
it's not bad.
Yeah.
And now she's back to nice Grace.
Would you
Just
rather
ask
look
about
at
her
your
job. You
No.
like it?
Rather than do this.
No.
Exactly. What's your issue? Because I'll break my thumb right now to get out these cuffs. Stop playing.
Well, you're gonna be out soon, so don't do that.
I don't give a fuck. They're not doing my favor. I ain't even did. I'll piss in your face.
She doesn't know when to shut up. That's her biggest problem. And that is the problem for a lot of people. Stop that there for a second. That is a problem for a lot of people who are charged with drunk driving. Many people think they can talk their way out of a situation. You can't, okay? Now, in her case, she was going in regardless at this point. She appeared to be so drunk. But there are many people who are borderline that they don't talk themselves out of jail. They talk themselves into jail. They keep talking. They keep giving more information. They keep showing how slurred their speech is. And if they were even borderline, the cop was even considering letting them go or at least writing it up in a really less slanted way, they almost always talk themselves into more trouble, so not less. Keep in mind, you can never talk your way out of these things. If they're asking you to step out of the car to do field sobriety tests, or they say, hey, have you been drinking? More likely than not, you're going away in cuffs. But the more you talk, the worse it's going to get. Just wanted to...
Let me off, bro. Let me off where they torture me, bitch. I'd rather be tortured than deal with you.
She'd
By the
rather be
Mexicans.
tortured than be arrested for drunk
The
driving.
Mexican cartel. I'd rather be tortured by them than to deal with you. You wouldn't let me go!
Step out.
No, you wouldn't let me go! I couldn't hold it.
Okay.
And I couldn't. Okay, I'm coming out.
Oh no, shoot.
No, shoes. Both shoes. Because I already put in the car.
Alright.
You can have them.
She peed in the car.
I couldn't hold it.
She
Door
just
22.
couldn't help. She just couldn't help but pee in that car.
What's your name? Logan? You look
Oh, I love it. I love it. Grace couldn't help but pee herself in the car. Her inability to hold on to her urine is not helping her cause in the least.
Go on.
You gonna let me keep pissing?
No, come on.
I don't want to piss through your
Come on.
Okay.
She just doesn't
Shit.
want to do anything
I-
she's told.
Hold on. Door 23.
I have a bacterial infection.
Okay, just stand in that blue box.
Now she's
Here.
back
Just stand in
there.
that blue box.
Whatever. Can I take it off?
No, leave it on.
And I am.
Leave it on. Grace, just stop. I'm gonna
She
get a
won't
female
follow
lag
any
here.
instructions
Well,
whatsoever.
get it.
Just stay there.
No,
Just stay there.
I want to take them off.
Okay.
I don't want to be in my pants. You wouldn't try me.
Stay
I'm
in the.
like-
All right, so this is yet another problem that Grace has. She refuses to follow instructions. That is one of the prime indicators the cops are also looking for is a person's inability or unwillingness to follow instructions. They're going to absolutely attribute this to her being drunk.
Box.
No, hold on.
Stay in the blue box.
You want to taste me?
No.
Do it.
Stay in the
I
blue
like
box.
It. I like it kinky.
Stay in the blue box, Grace.
Don't.
Stay in the blue box. Step back.
She wants to
You
be
can
tased.
Step
It's kinky.
back.
You touch me.
Just stay
This
in that blue
cop-
box.
This cop is afraid for his life right now. He does not know what she's going to do next, what she's going to say next. He is so happy he has that body cam. because God only knows what she's going to say happened if he didn't.
Look.
No!
Yes.
You don't want me here! You don't want me here!
There goes the mood swings again.
Stay in the blue box.
No!
Kinky to
Get the fuck
screaming.
from me!
Just stay there.
Get the fuck away! You didn't catch my abductor! You didn't catch the person that sent me into prison! You didn't catch them!
Stay in the blue box.
You didn't
Catch the
catch
people who
me!
did
Stay in
things
the
to
blue
her.
box.
You didn't catch me, and you didn't catch them. You go let people slice and dice your community before you let them connect the pieces.
Just stay in the blue box.
Don't touch
You know
me.
what she's
She-
talking about.
No, I don't need.
All right.
She is urinating everywhere. Yes, all in the back seat of my car.
Yes,
All right, now we get extra officers just to make sure they can keep her under control. And we have a female officer who's most likely going to be the one who's, unfortunately for her, is going to have to search Grace to make sure she doesn't have any weapons or anything else or contraband to be brought into the police station. I feel really bad for all these cops right now, particularly that female officer who actually has to conduct the search.
All out
because
there.
disrespect him. Fuck him.
You want to take a test?
That's
for,
on the no. Fuck the time.
All right, refuse.
All right, now they've asked her if she wants to take a breath test, a breathalyzer test. Now, if you've ever watched anything on my channel, and quite frankly, most criminal defense lawyers' channels, you never want to take a breath test. Here in Massachusetts, you can refuse. You will lose your license for 180 days for first offense, and it gets longer as time goes on. Especially if you have multiple offenses, you get a greater suspension for refusing the breath test. But by doing so, you are, eliminating that piece of evidence against you. So our advice in pretty much all circumstances is refuse that breath test. The other reason we say to refuse the breath test is the machines themselves have had issues over the years that we don't think it's such a great idea to put yourself in that position, even if you've had very little to drink or almost nothing to drink, because the machines do register false positives. She's refusing. In some states, it's actually a separate criminal offense. In Mass, it's not a separate criminal offense, but you will lose your license for refusing the breath test. But in this circumstance, quite frankly, I don't think it's going to matter. They have more than enough evidence to both arrest her as well as find her guilty for drunk driving between everything she's done, everything she's said. So breath test is almost like an afterthought at this point. They have more than enough.
All right. Go ahead
1918.
on. Right over here.
Do you not understand?
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I got you. I got it.
I'm saying.
I understand
I'm
what you're
confessing
saying.
to your piss test.
Right, I understand.
You understand that?
I do. I got it.
So now she's saying that she's not going to do the breath test, but she's willing to give a urine test, which I'm thinking these guys just going to go to the back seat of this guy's cruiser and, maybe sweep up some of the urine. I'm joking, obviously. But that's what she wants to do. She wants to give a urine test instead of a breath test. Now, it's up to the police. They can do a chemical test or a breath test. I do think some states would use urine. Certainly all states, as far as I know, certainly Massachusetts would use blood with the person's consent. But they're not required to go to these lengths if they don't want to. They can offer the breath test. They have the breathalyzer machines at the police station. They're not required to transport you to the hospital to get a blood or urine sample if they don't want to. Certainly some police officers, depending on the circumstances, would bring you to the hospital because a blood test in particular is actually more reliable than a breath test. But they're not required to do what she's demanding they do, which is to take a urine test as opposed to a breath test.
But y'all didn't.
Right, I got you.
No.
23.
No, you don't.
I know.
No, you don't, bro.
Right.
No, you don't, bro.
I got you.
There you go, the mood swings again.
Stand by for a minute. Hey, come stand right here at this window. Stay right here.
No, y'all want to rape me. Stop, y'all want to rape me.
Now she's screaming rape.
Stop trying to rape me.
Get in the car.
Don't put me in the car.
Grace.
Don't put me in the car. I want to strip outside the car. I want to strip outside the car.
I mean, at this point, she's, she might have more on board than just alcohol. This woman is seriously drunk or seriously on something. She's gone, from hitting on these guys and talking seductively and talking about things being kinky to now you're going to rape me by putting me in the car. Quite frankly, they're either taking her to jail or to a hospital right now. If they're smart, they take her to a hospital just to make sure she's okay. Perhaps even, a psychiatric unit, because she is all over the place. There's more going on here than just, than just her being under the influence of alcohol. It could be mental health or it could be drugs, but who knows? But there's more going on here that meets the eye.
No!
In the car.
You trying to put me to Mexico! Stop!
Oh my
Watch out for all
lord,
that.
she is just getting worse by the minute. I didn't think this was possible.
Quiet and get in the car.
You're trying to put me into Mexico!
No, we're not. Don't kick. Don't kick. Don't kick. Don't kick.
You're trying to put me into Mexico!
Miss, you're gonna be in your own urine here in a
She thinks these guys now are going to take her to Mexico, human trafficking or something. There's something seriously wrong.
What's the shoes, dude?
I will say, though, based upon everything we've seen so far,
Can't come in
she's
here acting
walking pretty
I don't
good.
care.
Well, now-
You don't give a fuck.
She's not swinging
When I
or
was
swerving
bleeding
all
out
over
the
the
side of
place
my
now that
leg.
she's out.
I had 2 pints of blood left to my soul. You ain't give a fuck. Neither of y'all gave. No, okay,
Look,
I
I don't want
understand
her in the
that.
hospital.
Pints of
You
blood
don't
there.
have to grab me,
Just making sure you go.
okay? Grab me.
Yeah, they're at the hospital now.
I don't care.
It says ambulance and patients only. And this is definitely where they should be investigated.
Thank
We
you.
don't know what's wrong with her.
Grace, relax, you.
I'm not
And
gonna
honestly, I think
relax.
she's got more on board than
We'll
this
get you.
alcohol.
You'll tell us where to go, dear.
No,
Grace,
you
you can't
won't.
just run
She's
through
you
here.
out of her
won't,
mind.
because I ran through here when I had half of my fucking laying on my motherfucking leg.
Grace,
So y'all gonna teach me?
what would? Grace.
No, I can't.
down.
I can't. No, I can't. I can't.
What's wrong?
Me too.
Hey,
No, it's not.
take a minute. Indoor voice, I'm right here. What's wrong?
No. No, please don't
She
let them
is
have me,
just out of her
please.
mind.
Please, they're gonna have
Like I
me
said,
off.
there's more going on
They're
here.
gonna have me off. Please, they're gonna have me off to the Mexican.
This is more than just
Stop. Please. You laughing like this shit funny, bro.
All right, what do you guys think about Grace? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on this situation. I will say, as far as how the officers did in this case, I'd say these guys kept their composure pretty well under some pretty trying circumstances. Grace is a handful, no doubt. So I think they mostly did a pretty good job. I will say, though, right from the get-go, that police officer screwed up. He was clearly putting her under arrest. He thought she might have been the owner of the car who had a felony arrest warrant. He was ordering her to do things, to talk to him, to stay in place, do this, that, and he immediately put her in handcuffs. Then he starts asking her questions. Now, maybe he did do it, but it certainly wasn't on any of the footage that we just watched. But he did not give her Miranda at all. He did not read her Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to speak to the lawyer. You have the right to have the lawyer with you during questioning. You have the right to stop questioning any time. All of those Miranda rights are very important to be given prior to what we call custodial interrogation. You're in custody and you're being asked questions. They don't have to be given unless those two things are present. So, for instance, I have people ask me all the time, well, hey, do the cops didn't read my Miranda rights? I'm like, yeah, my first question to them is, did they ask you questions? And if they didn't, then it doesn't matter. But in this case, he was immediately in on the questions. So that was his biggest mistake. Other than that, I thought these guys did a fantastic job with her. She was clearly under the influence of something, drugs or alcohol, maybe a combination of the two. Between everything she was doing, the slurred speech, the mood swings, just all over the place. Making admissions to having, I think, said 2 doubles and it went to 3 doubles, so 6 drinks. Asked if she, as he tells her, she's going to be placed under arrest for drunk driving. And she said, yeah, of course I'm drunk. And then it just went downhill from there. Peeing herself in the back of the squad car. Not Grace's best day. Tell me what your thoughts are down in the comments. But this just goes, and if it's not clear, I think Grace did horribly in this case. She didn't do everything right, but then again, it might have been because she was too intoxicated to do everything right. So let me know down in the comments what you think about this. But this just goes to my old adage, less is more. When you pull over for drunk driving, refuse everything. Be kind and courteous, but, refuse a field sobriety test, refuse a breath test. You just, be polite and know that they're asking you those questions. You're more likely than not going away in cuffs. But what you do from there is going to make your case that much better in court. All right. So if you got something out of this, if it was just fun, please feel free to like the video. Please feel free to subscribe to our channel. We'd really appreciate that. And I got to tell you, this is my first time doing this, and I had a ton of fun doing it. And so I think we'll do some more of these coming up. Hopefully you guys liked it.